years. I thought I knew you, Dave.
Look, don't be stupid. Just get back in the car. Let's just talk about this, yeah?
You're giving evidence against me. There's nothing to talk about.
So, thought you'd done a runner, mate.
That crossed my mind.
I did try and call you last night.
Yeah, I know, I went for a spin. Thought it might clear me in.
Did it?
No, not really. Didn't sleep a wink. George, look, mate, you might as well hang on to these.
Well, I don't think you...
No. Just in case.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Security to reception.
Anyway, look on the bright side. Might end up with a free car for the next 10 years.
Well, as long as you don't expect me to pay for the servicing, mate.
Good joke. How can anyone join in?
Leave it, Jane.
You can't get away with this.
Let's just go in.
It killed Simon.
Come on, Jane. Leave it for inside.
Just forget it, Tony, OK? Come on. You've got everything absolutely clear in your mind, yeah?
Yeah, I think so, George.
Good man.
Morning, Tone.
Look, I'd better go and find the Ashram booking.
Sure.
Is he all right?
Well, it's not exactly the happiest day in his life. What are you waiting out here for?
Just felt a bit uncomfortable in the police room, that's all. What with the accident investigator and the prosecution in there as well.
Dave's in there already, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's not his fault he got called by the prosecution.
So what do you think? You know, what'll happen to Tony?
Well, if I knew that, I'd have my own newspaper column doing the horoscopes, wouldn't I?
So you reckon it's going to make the papers?
Luke, just give it a rest, OK?
All right. Where are you going?
Going for a cuppa in the police room, if that's all right with you.
George, I need to have a word.
Yeah, later. If you want a cuppa, there's your machine.
There you go.
So?
Suppose I'm still public enemy number one.
Well, I don't think Tony's overjoyed about you giving evidence against him.
Well, I didn't ask to come here, George.
No, of course not.
Constable Quinnan.
Yeah.
James Carwood, prosecution. I hope you've been given a copy of your statement to read.
Yes, thanks.
There isn't a problem, is there?
No, Mr. Carwood, no problem.
Excellent.
See? Everyone's having a go now.
Yeah, all right, Dave. Give it a rest, will you?
Well, it's not all right, is it, George? You don't think I've overheard the snidey comments at the Nick? Tony's my mate. I don't want to be here.
Yeah, well, perhaps...
Perhaps what? Well, perhaps I should have lied in my statement. Perhaps I should have said I never saw the bloke step into the road.
I don't know, David. Luke didn't mention it in his statement, though, did he?
All I did is put in here what I saw, right? What else could I have done? What would you have done?
Excuse me, mate.
Mr. Nelson, solicitor to court number 2, please.
Seems one of the prosecution witnesses, Terry Parks, isn't going to turn up.
Yeah, I heard.
What's going on?
Prosecution's a witness down.
Oh, nice one.
Well, if the Crown believes its case has been sufficiently weakened, they may be prepared to reduce the death by dangerous driving charge to one of driving without due care.
Well, it's great news.
Hang on a sec before we get carried away here. You're talking about a plea bargain, yeah?
Well, you accept liability for the lesser offence and they drop the more serious one.
You want me to plead guilty to driving without due care and attention?
I would strongly advise it, yes.
Miss McMahon, I'm a professional Class 1 police driver. If I plead guilty, I can be disqualified. I'll spend the rest of my service pounding the beat.
Well, a disqualification from driving is surely preferable to risking up to 10 years in prison.
But I'm not guilty of anything, and that's what we've got to convince the jury of. You said so yourself, their case has been weakened.
Mr. Stamp, nobody knows the mind of a jury.
Especially these days, Tony. Once the jury find out you're a cophead.
I suppose I haven't got a choice, have I?
Security to reception, please.
Good result yesterday.
Reception, please.
Depends if you're an Arsenal supporter or not. Accident investigators. That Wilson's coming in here chatting away as if we're best mates or something.
Well, he's only doing his job, Dave. Anyway, it might not matter. Tony's brief's doing a deal with the prosecution. He's going to plead guilty to driving without due care.
So I might not have to give evidence then?
I don't sound too pleased about it. I could still lose my licence.
It's just I was getting a bit worried, that's all.
What about?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, the Crown just isn't prepared to review its position. They're going to go ahead with the prosecution.
But I thought you
I
said...
said I'd try. They've If they won't do a deal, then there's nothing I can do.
Queen and Anthony John Stamp. Anthony John Stamp, you're charged as follows. Causing death by dangerous driving, contrary to Section 1 of the Road Traffic Act, 1988. And the particulars of the offence are that you drove a mechanically propelled vehicle dangerously on a road, namely Siskin Road, Sun Hill, and thereby caused the death of Simon Leonard Atwell. Anthony John Stamp, are you guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Dave.
PC Ashton's first time at Crown Court?
Yeah.
A nerve-wracking experience.
Well, I can't say I'm exactly overjoyed about it myself.
PC Stamp. He's a friend of yours, is he?
Yeah. Or at least until all this happened, he was.
Miss Douglas, could you tell the court what happened on the afternoon of the 11th?
About 3 o'clock, Simon met me from college. He said he had something to tell me, and he suggested that we went for a drink. We went to the Lord Barbary. It's about a 15-minute walk from here. We got some drinks, and Simon told me that he'd been offered a job.
What sort of job?
It was in a record shop.
Was it a good job?
It was exactly the job he wanted. Was a very talented guitarist. All he ever wanted to do was work in music. On the strength of that job, he suggested that we get a flat and move in together. He asked me to marry him.
I see. Go on.
When we left the pub, we were going to his place. His mum's really nice, and we were going to buy her some flowers. I was behind Simon. He always walked faster than me. I looked that way.
To the left?
Yeah. And suddenly, there was this huge bang. And I saw Simon go flying. It was almost as if it was in slow motion. And there was this horrible screeching noise. It was...
Miss Douglas, I think we all understand the trauma which this tragic incident has caused you. Are you all right? What happened after you saw the car smash into your fiancé?
I ran into the road to help him.
And how would you describe his condition?
Terrible. He was just lying there with blood on his face. He made some gurgling kind of noises. I thought he was trying to say something, but they told me afterwards it was probably just air coming up from his lungs. I was trying to speak to him, but I don't think he could hear me.
When you said a few moments ago that you looked up the road to the left, was there any particular reason for looking in that direction rather than anywhere else?
Yes, it was a one-way street.
So there would have been no reason to check for traffic coming from the opposite direction?
No, you don't expect some maniac to reverse full pelt the wrong way up a one-way street.
Did you see the driver of the vehicle that ran Simon down?
Yes.
Is that person in court?
Yes.
Would you mind pointing out that person?
It was him. It was PC Stamp.
What's up?
I need to talk to you.
What about?
It's about the trial.
Well, don't be stupid. We're both witnesses. We can't talk to each other until we both give it evidence.
That's what it's about. My evidence.
Why can't you talk to somebody else?
Look, I've tried to talk to George, but... Dave, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, all right. But not here. It's too risky.
Miss Douglas, did you hear a siren when you came out of the Lord Barbary public house?
Yeah, but it seemed to come from the direction of the main road. That's why we looked left.
And before the accident, did you see any flashing blue lights?
No.
Now, you've told this court that Simon met you at the college at about 3 o'clock.
That's right.
And the Lord Barbary is a 15-minute walk from the college?
Yeah.
So you went into the pub at about 3:15?
Something like that.
Now, the accident occurred at 24 minutes past 4, which means that you were in the pub for a little over an hour.
Yeah.
Did you have anything alcoholic to drink in that time?
Had a couple of vodkas.
And Simon?
A couple of pints of lager.
Strong lager?
Yeah.
The post-mortem report suggests 3 pints, but I shan't argue the point. Miss Douglas, was Simon used to drinking 2 or 3 pints of strong lager in an hour?
He wasn't drunk, and he wasn't driving. He was.
What was Simon's job before being offered the job at the record shop?
He was a musician, a guitarist.
And you say that on the strength of his new job, you were to get a flat together?
Yeah.
So from being unemployed to being offered exactly the job he wanted, as you described it, and having his proposal of marriage accepted by you, he must have been very excited.
If you mean he was excited and drunk and went running into the road, no, he didn't. That isn't what happened.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Mr. Carwood,
No further questions, Your Honour.
would you please step down, Miss Douglas? Interested in reading?
Not particularly, no.
It's a very good statement.
Really? Good for who?
Good for everyone if we establish the truth.
Not particularly good for Tony Stamp, though, is it? Having his colleague testify against him.
You should forget personalities. Try and detach yourself.
Yeah, I think I will.
The car came shooting backwards, swerving all over the place. The tyres and the sirens screeching like mad. Me and me brother, we just couldn't believe it. The driver was totally out of control.
And where precisely was the victim when the car was reversing towards him?
He was standing out in the road. I don't know how the driver didn't see him.
So Mr. Atwell was standing in the road and clearly visible?
Yeah, he had a bright green top on. You couldn't have missed him.
Thank you, Mr. Parks.
Mr. Parks, in your most vivid description of events to this court, you mentioned the tyres and the siren were screeching like mad. Were you frightened by the noise?
Yeah, you're not kidding. If a car came hurtling backwards towards you, you'd be scared, wouldn't you?
Oh, I've no doubt I'd be petrified. But if there'd been so much noise, I think perhaps I would have moved out of the way.
The geezer didn't stand a chance. The car was on top of him before he knew it.
Mr. Parks, did you see the blue lights flashing on the top of the police car?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you're not quite sure?
I can't really remember.
Well, moving on to your description of the deceased's clothing, could we please see exhibit number 1? And would you show it to the witness, please? Mr. Parks, is this the jacket the deceased was wearing when the accident occurred?
It don't look like it, no.
What colour would you say it was?
Green?
A bright green?
Not really, no.
No. I'd say it was a dull green. Would you agree with that?
I suppose.
Members of the jury, this jacket has been identified by W.P.C. Blake as the one the deceased was wearing on the afternoon of the accident. Thank you. Mr. Parks, when the police car came reversing down the road, its siren screeching, what speed would you estimate it was doing?
I don't know. But it was miles too fast.
Well, let me refresh your memory from your statement. The car was travelling at approximately 50 to 60 miles per hour. Do you remember saying that?
Yeah.
You also said in your statement, the blue lights were flashing.
If you say so.
Oh, it's not what I say, Mr. Parks. It's what you said in your witness statement. Mr. Parks, you may be interested to learn that the manufacturers of the vehicle concerned have stated it couldn't possibly attain speeds of anything like 50 miles an hour in reverse gear, but only, in fact, about 30.
If my brother was here, he'd definitely tell you it looked faster than that.
Oh, if he were here, Mr. Parks, I've no doubt he would. Do you like the police, Mr. Parks?
No. Then again, who does?
Do you have any reason to dislike them?
Well, I've been nicked for a couple of burglaries, which I've never done.
Oh, I see. Mr. Parks, to put it politely, your entire account in this matter is hazy. And I put it to you, deliberately exaggerated.
I just told it how I saw it.
Unfortunately, though, that isn't consistent with the facts in this case, is it, Mr. Parks? No further questions, Your Honour.
Well?
It's about what I said in my statement, or what I didn't say.
The CPS representative to court number 4, please. CPS representative to court number 4.
Yeah?
Look, I I wasn't sure, OK? So I didn't put it down. But now I've had time to think and...
What are you trying to say, Luke?
I've been thinking, Simon Atwell, right?
What about him?
You saw him step out on the road?
Yeah, that's what I put in my statement.
Yeah, but I had a better view than you did.
But you never saw him, did you?
I don't know. I don't really know what I put down in my statement until I read it back. We'd been in an accident. I was in shock. I don't know what I put down.
Hell of a time to spring something like this.
So I think I saw him, OK? And then you called out to Tony.
No, you only know about that because I told you it after the investigation. Now, your statement is supposed to support Tony's. You're his main defence witness, Luke. You spout this all out in the witness box and Tony's going to go down big time.
PC Quinnan.
Excuse me, please.
PC Quinnan. PC Quinnan. PC Quinnan.
Do you know where Dave Quinnan went?
Didn't say.
PC Quinnan. PC Quinnan.
Yeah, that's me.
I've been calling you. Court's waiting.
Where you been, Dave?
I went for a Jimmy.
Good luck, yeah? Where you been?
I went to the loo.
You haven't been talking to Dave, have you?
Only for a minute.
What about the trial? You got any idea what would have happened if you got caught? You prat.
Did you shout a warning to PC Stamp as the car was reversing?
I did.
And what did you shout?
Well, it was something like, look out, Tony.
And could you tell the court why you shouted that warning?
I thought I caught a glimpse of someone stepping off the curb.
Where were you sitting that day in the area car?
The front near side seat.
The near side being?
On the left, the passenger seat, Your Honour.
And how far away from PC Stamp were you sitting?
I was sitting next to him.
How close were you to him?
Well, about 10 inches.
And did you see the deceased, Mr. Atwell, standing in the road?
No, not standing, Your Honour. He stepped out.
Did you see Mr. Atwell in the road prior to your vehicle knocking him over?
Yeah, but only...
A yes or no answer is sufficient.
Yes.
PC Quinnan, what was the reason for you and your colleagues to, and I shall be most careful, to use only PC Quinnan's own terminology, to attend the scene as quickly as possible?
A female colleague, WPC Page, was dealing with a violent man, Your Honour, and called for urgent assistance.
And did she at any time cancel that call for urgent assistance?
Yes, but only a fraction of a
Yes,
second
you heard
before
her cancel her call for urgent assistance?
Yes.
The course of events was this. You heard the call being cancelled, you saw Mr. Atwell in the road, and you shouted a warning to PC Stamp, who was sitting right next to you at the time, only a few inches away. These facts are irrefutable, aren't they? I mean, you've said as much in this court. You said as much in your statement at the time. These are the facts, aren't they?
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
Yes.
Thank you.
Reg, what are you doing here?
Well, I just popped in, you know, see how things are progressing. Was it not going too well, then?
Yeah, you could say that. I'm just worried about giving evidence.
Well, you will do. You're new to this game. I've been in the witness box hundreds of times. I often thought I should have been a barrister.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got an adversarial mind, you see. And it is all about getting information out of unwilling witnesses. All about breaking people down.
Is that what they do then, break people down?
Oh, yeah. Especially the prosecution. Oh, I've seen many a hardened criminal crack under the pressure. Yeah, reduced to tears, some of them.
Are they that bad?
Bad? You take it from me, Luke. It's like the lion's den in now.
I was looking over my right shoulder, and Tony, that's PC Stamp, Your Honour, was looking over his left shoulder. That'd give us slightly different fields of vision.
And you think that might have been why you saw the victim and PC Stamp did not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you imagine that you're in the driving seat and you're looking over your left shoulder, you'd have to turn your head, well, a lot further around that way, so as to see on this side, the right side.
The side from which Simon Atwell emerged from the pavement?
Yeah, that's why I think that I saw the victim and PC Stamp didn't, Your Honour.
Thank you. That's very illuminating. PC Quinnan, would you describe yourself as a fit man?
Yeah. Well, you know, I try and keep myself in good shape. I train 2 or 3 times a week. I've run the London Marathon a couple of times.
And in the line of duty, you must come up against some very violent people.
Yeah, extremely violent, yeah.
And would you say that your physique was an asset when confronted by a violent person?
Yeah.
And your colleague, PC Stamp, is he physically strong and able when dealing with a violent person?
Yeah, he's very strong. He's also trained in martial arts.
And what about woman police constable Page? Is she a big, strapping, muscular kind of lady?
No, not at all.
No. So when you heard that she was alone, being threatened by a man, calling on the radio for assistance, what did you think?
Well, all sorts of things go through your mind. I mean, we have hundreds of officers seriously assaulted every year in London. Unfortunately, sometimes we even lose a few.
By which you mean?
Officers get killed. I mean, you never know if a suspect's got a knife or even a gun. An urgent assistance call comes through, and sometimes all you know is that a colleague is in danger. You need to get to that person fast, Your Honour.
Well, I'm sure we can all understand that. Now, the call for urgent assistance, that call was cancelled, wasn't it?
Yes.
And when did you actually hear the cancellation call in relation to other events?
Well, I'd estimate just a second or two before we actually made impact with the victim, Your Honour.
And when did you actually see the victim step into the road?
Again, just a second or two before impact.
So the duration from hearing the cancellation call on the radio to seeing the victim step into the road to the actual moment of impact was only a second or so?
That would be my estimation, Your Honour, yes.
Not much time for a driver to take evasive action, then?
Not at all, no.
And one final point, if I may. If you answer an urgent assistance call and you're in the area car, what is the first thing you do?
Well, the radio op, that would be myself in this instant, would acknowledge the call. Then the driver would activate the blues and twos. But that's the flashing blue lights and the siren, Your Honour.
And were the siren and the flashing blue lights on when PC Stamp was reversing and when the deceased stepped into the road?
They were.
Are you certain of that?
100% certain, yeah. As the man stepped out, the siren and the flashing lights were definitely on.
Good luck.
Cheers, Reg. What was it like?
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
You didn't have the prosecution grilling you, did you? Reggie reckons they're the worst.
Yeah, I noticed him hanging around. What was he sticking his nose in for?
Just having a chat, that's all.
Not what we talked about earlier.
I just told him I was worried about giving evidence.
Well, I thought we sorted that all out.
I know, I just wasn't sure. I'm just worried they're going to catch me out. Reg says that they're...
Stop. Nobody takes advice from Reg Hollis. The bloke's a plank.
He said he knows about these things.
And Reg doesn't even know what day it is. Look, you can't go changing your mind about a statement. Think of Tony. Think what this could do to him. It was an accident, Luke. For God's sake, you think about it. Sir?
Dave? He's in a bit of a rush, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
You been called yet?
No, sir.
So you know you can't discuss your evidence with him then, don't you?
Yeah, of course, sir.
Good. Going all right then, is it?
Yeah, OK. The accident investigator's just gone in.
Well, we might as well take a pew. These expert witnesses can go on forever, you know.
And at what speed would you estimate the vehicle to have been travelling when it collided with the victim?
From the damage and a chalk test which I carried out, I estimate a minimum speed of 25 miles per hour at impact.
Now, how would you describe such a speed relative to the fact that the vehicle was travelling in reverse gear?
I would say that it was a fast speed.
And how fast could a vehicle of this type travel in reverse gear?
About 30 mph would be its maximum, Your Honour.
So the vehicle was travelling at about its maximum speed?
Yes.
And what would a driver have to do in order to achieve that maximum speed?
He would have to put his foot down hard on the accelerator pedal.
And in this case?
I would say that the driver's foot would have been flat to the floor to accelerate to that speed in that distance.
Now, what about deceleration, braking?
There were no indications of skid marks on the road until after the point of impact with the victim.
And what would you deduce from that?
That would tell me that the brakes were not applied until after impact with the victim had occurred.
Would you consider that normal under the circumstances?
No. I think it's unusual that the driver failed to react sooner, Your Honour.
Why?
Well, a police advance driver.
Your Honour, I must object.
Go ahead, Miss McMahon.
Well, the witness is referring to advanced police driving. Now, my client should be judged like anyone else, not as a police officer.
I see.
I thank my learned friend for pointing out this error, Your Honour. Constable Wilson, you were explaining to the court why you found it unusual that PC Stamp should have failed to react until after he had actually run into the victim.
Judging from the speed of the vehicle, Your Honour, the deceased stepped from the curb and should have been visible to the driver for approximately 2 seconds.
And would that have been enough time to brake and take evasive action?
Yes, it would.
But the driver failed to do so for some reason.
Yes, for some reason.
Now, what other factors would you say have contributed to this tragic incident?
Well, this street was quite narrow, Your Honour, and there were a lot of parked cars. That would limit the driver's view of the pavement.
Now, would you consider that reversing at that speed under these circumstances would be dangerous?
I would say it would be a very risky thing to do.
And how would you assess the level of driving displayed by the defendant in this case?
I would say that his standard of driving fell well below what you would expect from a competent driver.
The standard from a competent driver or from an advanced police-trained driver?
No, any competent driver.
Can you think of any reason why the defendant should not have been aware that he was taking a risk in what he was doing?
No. I think it was a case of bad judgment, Your Honour.
Thank you, Constable Wilson. No further questions, Your Honour.
Miss McMahon?
Constable Wilson, the post-mortem report shows that Mr. Atwell had a blood alcohol level of 110 milligrams of alcohol to 100 millilitres of blood. At that level, do you think a person's senses would have been impaired?
Yes.
Seriously impaired?
I couldn't really say seriously impaired, Your Honour.
But definitely impaired. Too impaired to drive, for instance.
Yes, but he was a pedestrian, not a driver.
A pedestrian who, for some reason, failed to hear a police siren and failed to see a bank of flashing blue lights on top of a police car.
I can't say what he did or didn't see or hear. No one can.
Regarding the location of the accident, PC Wilson, how much gap would there have been between the area car driven by PC Stamp and the cars parked at the side of the road?
Perhaps between 1 foot and 2 feet, depending on the width of the parked vehicles.
Well, that sounds like a tight squeeze to me. Would you say that was a tight squeeze?
If you're trying to reverse at speed, it is.
PC Wilson, as a result of my client's driving, was there any damage done to any vehicle parked in that street?
Not that I could see, no.
When you say not that I could see, presumably after the incident you did check?
Yes.
And was there any damage done?
No, there was no damage.
How do you explain that a few moments ago you said, I think it was a case of bad judgment?
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well, you're claiming that PC Stamp is guilty of bad judgment, and yet he reversed the area car past cars parked only a few inches away and caused not the slightest scratch to any of them. That doesn't sound like bad judgment to me.
Well, it's still a fact that he didn't see the pedestrian and ran him over. That's what I meant when I surmised it was bad judgment.
Oh, it's only surmise then? Not based on actual fact?
It's based on my experience as an accident investigator.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Thank you, Constable Wilson. You may stand down.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Members of the jury, we will adjourn for lunch. This court will reconvene at 2 o'clock.
The court will rise.
Why did she let off the hook?
I'm sure she knows what she's doing, Tony.
You reckon? Why didn't she push him a bit more about the drinking? The bloke steps off the curb, doesn't even see us coming.
Yeah, but I don't think PC Wilson was about to speculate on that.
Well, he was quick enough to speculate that my judgment was at fault.
Yeah, and Miss McMahon took him straight to task, didn't she? No, leave it. You can't. You haven't given your evidence yet. Listen to me. If you're too aggressive with the expert witness, you're only going to turn the jury against you. It's counterproductive. Anyway, it's your turn next. And Luke's. It's going to be fine.
Because if Tony's found not guilty, I won't be called at all. I'm only here as a last line of defence. Put in a good word just in case things go wrong. Here we go.
Defence counsel for Adams.
How's it going?
Very good, sir, yeah.
Good. Right. Anybody fancy a spot of lunch? I know a nice little place around the corner.
Not for me, sir. No, me, sir.
No? Well, looks like it's just you and me then, Luke.
Yes, sir.
Anybody want this?
No, thank you, sir.
Don't blame you. Come on, Luke.
Going for a pee. All right.
Where's Tony off to?
She's going for a leak.
We got a problem.
Eh?
Luke, he's thrown a wobbler.
You what?
Reggie's been telling him scare stories about the prosecution barrister.
Oh, terrific.
Apparently he's been trying to talk to you all morning about it.
Well, he hasn't said anything to me.
Have a word with him, will you? You're the Fed rep. He'll listen to you.
What do you want me to say?
God almighty. Why do I always get dragged into sorting out everybody else's problems? Tell him to stick to his original evidence, OK?
In my day, the meals here were so big they had chips on a separate plate. It's all right, you can relax.
Sorry, sir.
Look, it's not often your boss takes you out for lunch. I should make the most of it.
I'm not that hungry, sir. I'm just a bit nervous.
You're giving evidence, Luke. You're not on trial.
Yeah, I feel like it, though.
Look, it's not easy giving evidence when you're personally involved. Believe me, I am talking from bitter experience. Look, just look at Dave Quinnan. He was made to stand in the witness box and testify against his mate. He didn't even have a choice in the matter. And no one's forcing you to give evidence, Luke. It's something you've chosen to do, to help defend a colleague, the same as you were going to defend Polly that day. Now, all you've got to do is do your best to help each other out. And if you do that, you'll always have a clear conscience.
PC Stamp returning to the afternoon of the accident. Prior to reversing your vehicle along the Siskin Road, did you see any pedestrians behind you?
No, Your Honour.
And was the vehicle's siren switched on?
Yes.
And were the blue flashing lights switched on?
Yes, they were, Your Honour.
PC Stamp, were you satisfied that you had taken all reasonable precautions before embarking on your reversing manoeuvre?
Yes, Your Honour.
Thank you, PC Stamp.
PC Stamp. You told the court that a large lorry was blocking your path.
Yes.
And that PC Quinnan went to talk to the driver and ask him to move it.
Yes.
And what was the result of PC Quinnan's conversation with the lorry driver?
PC Quinnan said that the truck was stuck and it wouldn't be moving for some time.
And how did you feel about that?
I was concerned to find an alternative route as quickly as possible.
Had it delayed you?
Yes.
And you were answering an urgent call to assist a female colleague?
Yes.
So how did you feel about being held up?
Well, I was a bit...
Yes?
I was a bit unhappy about it.
Unhappy? Is that all? Your colleague was in danger, and you've been prevented from getting to her. Surely you were more than a bit unhappy.
No.
So you reversed?
Yes.
You were looking over your left shoulder?
Yes.
But you didn't see the victim, Mr. Atwell, in the road?
No.
PC Quinnan, who was sitting right next to you, saw him?
He came from nowhere.
People don't just come from nowhere, do they, PC Stamp?
It's a figure of speech, Your Honour.
PC Quinnan saw Mr. Atwell. Why didn't you see him?
I suppose he must have been in my blind spot.
Did anyone say anything to you as you were reversing?
Not as far as I'm aware, Your Honour.
Well, PC Quinnan says he shouted a warning to you, something like, "Look out, Tony," but you didn't hear him shout that.
No, Your Honour.
Was there a police communications radio in the vehicle?
Yes.
Were any messages coming through on the police radio as you were reversing?
There could have been. There are 2 radio sets in the car, Your Honour. They can get quite busy.
PC Quinnan says he heard WPC Page cancelling her call for assistance. Did you hear that message?
No, Your Honour. I was concentrating on my driving.
How fast were you driving in reverse, PC Stamp?
I don't know. In reverse, the speedometer reads 0, Your Honour.
Earlier in court, we heard from an expert witness, Constable Wilson, the accident investigator. His finding was that your vehicle was reversing at a minimum of 25 miles per hour.
Maybe, but only intermittently. I would have been easing off, Your Honour.
His reckoning was that you were driving at about the maximum speed possible in reverse gear. With your foot to the floor, that doesn't sound as though you were easing off, does it?
You do it automatically.
He also said that the brakes were not applied until after you had actually hit the victim. That doesn't sound as though you were easing off either, does it, PC Stamp?
I did ease off.
But you didn't brake, did you? Not until after the car had collided with the victim. In fact, you made no attempt whatsoever to brake before that. I think you were in a world of your own. The lorry was blocking your path, you were by your own admission unhappy about it, and you didn't bother to stop for 1 second to consider what you were doing.
That's not true.
You slammed that car into reverse and pressed your foot onto the accelerator pedal until it was flat to the floor, mindless that it was a busy time of day.
No.
And you recklessly reversed despite the fact that you didn't have a clear vision of the road behind you.
That's not true.
The words came out of your own mouth. You claimed that Mr. Atwell was in your blind spot. Now, that tells me that you couldn't see properly. And I don't think you could have cared less.
That's not true, Your Honour. I don't enjoy running people over.
But you weren't sufficiently bothered to check that your actions were safe, were you?
I was.
You weren't! And as a result, a man is dead. Because you placed your own importance beyond that of anyone else. And you were too busy showing off to your colleagues that you were the fastest, that you were the best.
I wasn't. I was trying to get to a colleague who is in fear of her life.
Are you prone to outbursts of emotion, PC Stamp?
Not normally, no.
But if pushed, you are, aren't you?
No.
Pushed as you were on that day when that lorry was blocking your path?
It's not true, Your Honour.
The solicitor acting for Mrs. Williams
Luke.
to reception, please.
Take a pew, George.
Well, I was just going to go and...
Oh, come on, I don't bite. So how's it going in there? How long do you think it'll be before they call Luke?
Well, I think Tony's just about done, sir.
You wouldn't like to rephrase that, would you?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's almost finished. Well, you know what I mean, sir.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Do you fancy a cup of tea, sir?
No, thanks. No, Luke and I had a couple of coffees over lunch. Thought it might help keep us awake.
Luke? I just wanted a quick word with you.
What about?
I just want to make sure you're OK with your evidence, yeah? You haven't got any problems, have you?
You all right there, George?
Yeah, I'm all right.
PC Ashton.
Yeah. Look, I've got to go.
Yeah. Good luck.
Cheers. I swear by Almighty God that the evidence...
I'm sorry. Would the witness please speak up?
PC Ashton, would you mind speaking up, please, so that members of the jury can hear you?
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Everything all right, George?
Yes, sir.
No coffee?
No, the machine was a bit iffy, sir.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'd better go and see how Luke's getting on.
I heard a loud bang as the victim's head hit the back windscreen, Your Honour.
And then what happened?
PC Quinnan got out of the car, followed by myself and PC Stamp. I could see Mr. Atwell lying in the road, just a few yards away. The victim's girlfriend, Jane Douglas, was standing nearby screaming. PC Quinnan checked to see if the victim was still breathing and if he had a pulse.
And did he?
Yes, Your Honour.
And what did you do next?
I rushed back to our vehicle to get the first aid kit, and then I returned to the victim.
And how would you describe Mr. Atwell's condition?
Well, quite serious. He had a wound to the back of the head and blood coming from his ear and his nose.
Please go on, PC Ashton.
I applied the trauma pad to his head. That's an absorbent pad to try and stop the bleeding. PC Quinnan then called for an ambulance and some assistance. As we continued to administer first aid, the victim's girlfriend became irate and started swearing and shouting at PC Stamp.
I don't think we need go into detail about that.
PC Ashton, please try not to let what has happened in the public gallery affect you.
PC Ashton, do you hold a full UK driving licence?
Yes.
And would you describe yourself as a careful and competent driver?
I think so, yeah.
Now, you were in the car on the afternoon of the accident. You therefore have an advantage over myself, my learned friend for the prosecution, and the members of the jury. In your opinion, as a careful and competent driver, did you perceive PC Stamp's actions were potentially dangerous?
No. PC Stamp did everything anyone could have done, Your Honour.
PC Stamp did everything anyone could have done, members of the jury. Thank you, PC Ashton.
PC Ashton. To pick up on the point which you have just made to my learned friend, did PC Stamp do everything that he could have done?
Yes, Your Honour.
Did he help you administer first aid to the victim?
No, myself...
No help at all?
No,
But you describe Mr. Atwell as seriously injured.
That's right.
A seriously injured man who'd just been run over by the defendant, who was given absolutely no assistance by him at all. PC Ashton, In the account of events which you gave earlier to this court, I noticed that you omitted to say, a perfectly innocent oversight on your part, I feel sure, whether or not you saw the victim in the road prior to the car hitting him. P.C. Ashton, did you see Mr. Atwell in the road?
No, Your Honour, I didn't.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
You were sitting in the rear of the vehicle, is that correct?
Yes.
And P.C. Quinnan was situated where in the vehicle?
In the front, next to P.C. Stamp.
Directly in front of you?
Yes.
Now, P.C. Quinnan saw the victim, but you, who were sitting in the back, did not. Can you offer any explanation as to why you and P.C. Quinnan should have differing accounts of what happened that afternoon?
I don't know, Your Honour.
No. You're fairly new to the police service, aren't you, P.C. Ashton?
Yes, I passed out of Hendon last year.
Hendon being the Metropolitan Police Training College?
Yes.
Now, when you were sent on your first posting to Sun Hill, was somebody allocated to look after you throughout your probationary period?
Yes.
And who was that?
PC Stamp and WPC Page. They were my puppy walkers.
Are you and PC Stamp good friends?
I think so, yeah.
Do you look up to him?
Yeah.
When you were all in the car reversing, did you hear PC Quinnan shout a warning to PC Stamp?
No, Your Honour.
PC Quinnan says he shouted a warning.
I didn't hear it, Your Honour.
Do you think that PC Quinnan has any reason to lie about it?
No.
Do you perhaps have some reason to lie about it?
No.
As you were reversing, did you hear a call on the police radio from WPC Page cancelling her request for urgent assistance?
No, Your Honour.
Well, the call was made, it was logged, but you didn't hear it.
No, Your Honour.
So you claim you didn't hear PC Quinnan shout a warning, and you claim you didn't hear WPC Page's radio call.
That's the truth, yes.
Constable Ashton, are you hard of hearing?
No.
In that case, can you offer any explanation for your apparent temporary deafness on that day?
The car was very noisy. My window was slightly open and the sirens were going.
PC Quinnan heard WPC Page's radio call. Are you suggesting that his hearing is superior to yours?
I'm afraid I can't account for PC Quinnan's hearing.
No. PC Ashton, would you describe your job as a police constable as an exciting one?
Sometimes, yes.
And would you say that travelling in the area car is exciting?
It can be quite exciting.
On the afternoon in question, would you say that you and your colleagues were excited?
No. We was just concerned about the safety of WPC Page.
PC Ashton, you said that you looked up to PC Stamp.
Yes.
Does he impress you?
I don't quite understand what you mean by that question.
Are you impressed by him?
Well, I suppose I am, yes.
And how does he impress you?
He's very good at his job.
So you were impressed by his driving?
His driving's very impressive, yes.
And was PC Stamp, your puppy walker, the man you look up to, trying to impress you on that afternoon?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure that in reversing that motor vehicle at top speed up that narrow street, he wasn't trying to impress you?
We were worried about getting to the shout, to the call.
I put it to you, PC Ashton, that there was a great deal more going on that afternoon. A great deal more which you are reluctant to tell this court because of your friendship with PC Stamp. PC Quinnan, I believe, gave the jury the true account, and you and PC Stamp have been conspiring to tell them lies. And if that proves to be the case, PC Ashton, the consequences for yourself and PC Stamp will be very grave. So I will give you another chance, PC Ashton, to tell the court, did you or did you not see the victim, Mr. Atwell, in the road a few seconds before the vehicle collided with him?
No, I didn't, Your Honour.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Oh, well done,
Well
Luke.
done,
Nice
mate. You
one,
played a
son.
blinder, I tell you, a blinder.
Sorry I made you out to be a lie, Dave.
Don't worry about it. I've been called a hell of a lot worse things in my time.
Everything go all right?
I think we've got a star in the making here, sir.
Well, don't get too excited. It's not over yet.
The two witnesses were travelling in the car at the time at which the incident occurred, and both have given their own separate account of the events which led up to the tragic and premature death of a young man. It is for you to consider whether the defendant's actions were dangerous or whether he himself was the victim of unavoidable circumstances. What you must decide is, did the standard of driving displayed by the defendant fall far below that which would be expected of a competent and careful driver? And would it have been obvious to a competent and careful driver that it would be dangerous to reverse at high speed along Siskin Road in the middle of that afternoon? If you are satisfied in both of these matters, then you must return a verdict on the defendant of unlawfully causing death by dangerous driving.
Oh, Derek.
Sir?
I was just down the road. My meeting finished early. I wondered how things are progressing.
Well, it's all over by the shouting, as they say. Jury's taking forever.
Oh. Not as clear-cut as you thought.
Apparently not, no.
How's Tony?
Seems to be coping.
No, that's all I need. Bad enough having Conway hanging around.
You shouldn't take it out on him, Tony. He's standing in as a character witness for you, mate.
I wonder who twisted his arm.
You won't need a character witness. There's no way the jury's going to find you guilty.
No. They're certainly taking their time about it. And if they listen to Dave Quinnan in the accident investigator...
Yeah, but you've had your say. And Luke. You'll be fine, mate, honestly.
Whatever happens, I won't forget it.
Tony? Just thought I'd offer my support.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Good luck, Tony.
Would the foreman of the jury please stand? Madam Foreman, has the jury reached a verdict on which you're all agreed?
Yes.
On the count of causing death by dangerous driving, do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. Your Honour, we have considered the alternative offence of driving without due care and attention, and on this charge, we find the defendant guilty.
Before I pass sentence, are there any mitigating circumstances which you would like to be taken into consideration?
We would like to call a character witness, Your Honour. Chief Inspector Conway.
I'm Chief Inspector Derek Conway, attached to Sun Hill Police Station, Your Honour. I've been Chief Inspector at Sun Hill for the past 10 years.
So what's this mean? It was an accident. He was only doing his job.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. At least he's not going down for it.
So what do you reckon he'll get?
Well, 12 points and he loses his licence, 6 and he loses his job as a police driver.
That's not fair, is it? He's a good driver.
Yeah, he's a good driver and a damn good copper. Well, he's lucky he had you on his side, really.
It wasn't only me, you know.
No? Who else was it down to, then?
You. And Chief Inspector Conway.
Conway? You didn't tell him what we talked about earlier, did you?
Do I look like I'm brain dead, Dave? Don't answer. We was just talking at lunchtime and he was telling me that he once had to give evidence against one of his colleagues.
Really?
Yeah. His mate got 3 years. Lost everything. So I took his advice and tried to butter up the jury. Well, like he said, you make the jury smile, you got the judge in your pocket.
Come on.
PC Stamp. Having listened to the excellent testimonial given on your behalf by Chief Inspector Conway, and taking into consideration your years of service and the specialist nature of your job, I have decided not to impose the maximum sentence. You will receive a fine of £400 and your driver's licence will be endorsed with 5 penalty points.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Court will rise.
Hey, mate, what did I tell you? I knew you were going to get off.
Thanks, George.
Can't believe it.
Well done.
Thanks very much. You're great. Thanks, George. You've been terrific.
No worries, mate. I really think it's Luke that you should be thanking.
Thanks, Luke.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate what you said.
Pleasure, Tony.
Well done, Tony.
Thanks, sir.
Tony, well done, mate.
Well, I'm glad someone's happy.
It's over. Just forget it. Let's go and get a beer, eh?
Busy start. DS Hornby, area complaints. I'd like you to sign for this. It's a Form 164, notification that you'll appear before a police disciplinary board.